you guys. One of the requests that you guys asked for me to do is to share a little bit of yoga stretching that I do at home. Usually this is something that I do for myself that's really sacred, so I don't think I've ever actually shared this really nice little stretch. And this pretty much sums up what my yoga practice looks like these days. It's very gentle and peaceful and listening to my body. So I'm excited to share it with you guys. And just take it at your own pace. Everything can be modified. You're gonna see I'm gonna be modifying a lot of things because my right hand is injured right now, so I can't open it, so I'm going to be using blocks. The only thing that you need is yourself. You don't need any fancy outfit. You don't even need a yoga mat. If you have one, great, lay it out. If you have some blocks, great. And then the only other thing that I'm going to recommend is if you have a strap or a towel, because we're going to do some stretching where we could definitely use that. So I always love to just kind of set the tone, set the pace. I put some beautiful music on. I have my aromatherapy machine going. I have a candle going. And this is such a treat. I sent all the boys to their rooms and I said, just give me 30 minutes. So if you can do the same, that would be amazing. And I'm gonna start by spraying a little bit of a little peace of mind, which I just launched last week for you guys. I'm super excited about this product. It purifies the air, cleans the energy, helps boost your immune system, respiratory health, and it just sets the stage for sacred practice. So I'm just gonna spray this. I love to spray it on the back of my neck. Even the soles of your feet is great, especially before practice. Just take a moment here, maybe close the eyes. Take a deep breath in, open the mouth, and sigh it out. Do one more time like that. Inhale. Open the mouth and let it go. Just kind of come into your body a little bit. So blink open the eyes. So in Hatha Yoga, we do most of our breathing through the nose, and every single pose has an inhale or an exhale. And it really helps bring you into the present moment, bring you into your body. And when we have a steady breath, we can have a steady mind. So we're bringing conscious awareness to the breath. We're also bringing more oxygen to our lungs, building our lung capacity, which is so important right now. So for the first half, we're going to do all the breathing through the nose, which is called Ujjayi breath or victory breath. And then once we get more into the stretching and the cooling down part, which is actually most of the practice, I'm going to have you use your exhale to let things go. So I talk about this in my book, but whenever you're stretching, we tend to grip and hold on and actually retain our breath. But when we learn to use the exhale and let go, we can actually open up and expand our body a lot more. And our bodies actually naturally do this. When we're stressed out, our bodies go, ah, and we have a sigh. And it's actually been proven that the release of the jaw mimics release in other areas of the body. So once we get into the stretching part of things, I'm going to have you release your jaw on the exhale and hopefully open up other areas of your body that have been stagnant or stuck for a really long time. So I also want to mention that I have an injured right hand, so I'm going to be modifying with blocks. If you have an injury, anything and everything can be modified. Don't let that deter you. All you need is yourself, and preferably bare feet. If you have a yoga mat, fantastic. If you don't worry about it. And the only other thing I'm going to recommend is either a strap, a belt, or a little hand towel, because we're going to do some leg stretches where that can be very useful. So let's go to our mat and get started. So we're going to start on our hands and knees, and I'm going to be up on my blocks because of my hand, but you're just going to press your hands directly into the ground. You want to make sure your knees are directly underneath your hips and your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. So you're going to inhale and you're going to arch the back and look up towards the sky, and then you're going to exhale, round the spine and bring your chin to your chest. So inhale, exhale, rounding the spine. This is called cat's breath or cat-cow. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale. So we're just learning to sync the breath with the movements here. Remember, all the breath right now is done through the nose. Exhale, rounding the spine. Do 3 more rounds on your own. So the inhale, you're bringing oxygen to the body. The exhale, you're detoxifying the body. So 1 more round here. Then come to a neutral spine. And you're going to widen the knees a little bit wider. Bring the big toes together, and you're going to sit the weight back into your heels and come into a nice child's pose. So you're going to bring the forehead down onto the ground. Keep reaching your hands forward. Arms are straight. And the weight is heavy in your bum. Lengthen both sides of the body evenly. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. Inhale, come back up to where you came from. We're going to tuck the toes and make our way into our first downward facing dog. So straighten the legs, lift the hips up towards the sky, shake the head out. We're just going to slowly start to pedal the feet. So reach the left foot down to the ground. Switching sides, the right foot presses down. One more time, the left foot presses down. Keep both arms straight, relaxing the head. Switching sides. And I want you to stretch out the top of the foot. So point the left foot towards the ground and press it into the mat. And switching sides. The right foot points down. One more time here. Then you're going to come high up onto both toes, reach the hips all the way up to the sky, and then try and maintain that length and then slowly lower the heels. So you don't want to see your heels, your feet are parallel to one another. Nice. Then slowly walk your feet back to your hands. Take a deep bend in the knees here. Hold on to your elbows and just let your upper body hang forward. Let go of any tension in the head. Deep inhale, exhale, let it go. And release the hands. Slowly roll yourself all the way up, letting your head be the last thing to come up. Nice. Bring the feet together, the big toes touching. Lift up through the kneecaps, tuck the tailbone. Bring the arms alongside the body. The neck is long. Close your eyes for a second here. Let's just set an intention for your practice today. Whatever whatever it is that you need right now. Ask yourself what it is that would make your day perfect. And then hold that intention for the rest of your practice. So you come back to your breath, you come back to your intention. Open the eyes. I'm going to take a big inhale, bring the arms out and up. Look up if you can. Exhale, you're going to fold forward. Inhale, you're going to lengthen the spine and come halfway up. So you're reaching from the tailbone all the way to the crown of the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up to stand. And bring all that energy into your heart. Deep inhale, all through the nose. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, all the way up. And bring all that energy into your heart. One more time. Inhale, try and make the breath as long as the movement. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. And bring all that energy into your heart. Beautiful. One more time to go down. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. And then place your hands down onto the ground and you're going to step back into a plank pose. Nice. So push the weight back into your heels. Let the neck be long. One more breath here. You're going to bring the right foot all the way forward and come into a high lunge. So you're going to lower the back knee and bring the hands onto the top of your thigh. So just come up for 1 second here. So you want your knee underneath your hip. You're going to draw the tailbone down, roll the shoulder blades back, then all you're going to do is lean forward. So you're going to feel a really nice stretch through here. Once you feel a sensation, pause. You don't want to feel pain, but you want to feel a little sensation. Now we're going to use our breath to breathe into that area. So inhale, open the mouth, exhale. Bring the arms all the way up. You're going to slowly lower your left hand down and you're going to do a nice little twist here. Reach the right arm all the way up towards the sky. Come back to center. Bring both palms down onto the ground. Tuck the back toe, straighten the leg, and come all the way up to Virabhadrasana 1. So arms are up, front leg is 90 degrees, back leg is straight. Steady breath, steady mind. Come back to your intention. Inhale. Exhale, bring the arms down. You're going to shoot that right leg back and switch sides. So bring the left foot forward, slowly lower that back knee, and then come to the top of the thigh. So come up first. I want you to almost imagine like you're scissoring the legs, so your inner thighs are squeezing together. Draw the tailbone down, shoulder blades on the back, and we just lean forward. Use that breath. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the right arm down. Twist open the left arm. Then bring both hands down. Tuck the back toe and pause. Straighten the leg, firm the legs, and come all the way up to Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. And then sink into that front leg. Back leg is the anchor. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. You're going to shoot that right leg back and come back into your downward facing dog. And shake the head out. Three steady breaths here. And slowly walk your hands back to your feet. And hold on to your elbows again. Maybe put the other arm in front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Let the head go. Release the hands and slowly make your way back up. Beautiful. So now we're going to get into the juicier part of stretching. So we're going to come down into a simple seated position. And get rid of these blocks. So you're going to put your right foot in front of your left. Nice. You take a nice inhale here, bring the arms up. Lengthen the spine, and then you're going to lean to the right, bring the left arm up. You want to try and maintain that left hip bone onto the ground. If you can, look up underneath your arm. Nice stretch here. You're going to fold forward towards that right knee. And slowly roll back up. Inhale, both arms up, lengthen the spine. Other side, you're going to bring the left elbow down, right arm up. Try and keep that right hip bone down. Look up underneath the arm if you can. And slowly fold forward over that left leg. Slowly roll up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, you're going to slowly walk your hands forward. You're going to make a little pillow with your forearms and then let your forehead rest on top of your forearms here. So just stay there. I'm just going to come up so you guys can hear me. So use the breath here to let something go. Kind of scan the body, see where you might be gripping or holding on to tension in your hips. Let gravity do its job. Try and let something go. Deep inhale, let the forehead rest onto the forearms on the exhale. And slowly walk yourself back up. And second side, so you're going to put the left foot in front of the right this time. Kind of rock side to side, feel both sit bones firmly planted into the ground. Inhale the arms up. You're going to take the left elbow down, right arm up, try and keep that sit bone down. And push that knee down into the ground. And slowly turn towards your left knee. And roll yourself up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Other side. Reach the left arm up and over. Push that left knee down. And turn towards your right knee. And come all the way up. Lengthen the spine. One more time. You're going to come forward, maybe put the other forearm on top. And then rest the forehead down. And slowly come back up to where you came from. Help the knees back up. So this is where, if you have a towel, just a little hand towel would be great. Otherwise, if you have a strap or a belt, you can use that. I just have a little stretchy band. So I pretty much do this every single night, actually in bed, but we're gonna do it here on our yoga mat. So come laying down onto your yoga mat. You're gonna hug your right leg in towards your chest first. So just focusing on your alignment. You want both shoulder blades onto the ground, and you wanna extend that left leg as much as you can and keep the knee pointing up towards the ceiling. So maybe do a little circle here with that right leg. This feels really good on the organs and the stomach. Try and let go of any tension, any gripping that you might have in your upper neck and face. Just try and relax everything. Now you're going to take your strap and you're going to place it around the outside of your right foot. So make the strap long enough so that you can have your shoulder blades on the ground. You don't want to be up here. So keep your shoulder blades on the ground. And that bottom leg is also flexed and the knee and toes are facing up. So from here, you're going to slowly bring that leg towards you. Right when you get to that place that starts feeling uncomfortable, I want you to pause, take a deep breath, and let it go on the exhale. Let your body adjust. Maybe rock side to side a little bit. You can bend the knee into the chest here. Try and keep the knee where it is and then straighten the leg back. Use your inhale and exhale again to let go. Keeping the integrity of that bottom leg pushing into the ground. Then you're going to bring the strap into the right hand. You're going to bring your left hand onto the top of your thigh, and you're going to bring that right leg all the way to the side. So you want to press that left hip down so it doesn't come up from the ground. I'm cheating here a little bit because I have a bench. I can't go any further. So we're only moving the right leg. The rest of the body stays in alignment. Deep inhale here. Use your exhale to bring the leg back up. You're going to switch hands and cross it all the way over. Get a nice T-band stretch here. Open up the right arm, and if you can, look towards your right hand. Take a deep inhale, exhale, let it go. One more inhale. Exhale, bring your leg back up to center. One more inhale, bring the knee to the nose if you can. And then slowly release. So you're going to bring that same leg on top of your left knee. So you're going to cross the leg over for thread the needle. So you have this little triangle that you just made. The foot is flexed, that's gonna protect the knee. You're gonna bring your right hand through that hole. The left hand is gonna go on the outer knee and you're gonna clasp the hands together. So if you're here, your goal is to try and get your upper body down. Then once you're here, then you can start hugging that knee in towards your chest. You want to keep that foot flexed and the right knee pushing away from you. And use your breath here. Just kind of scan your body, see where you might be holding on to any tension. Take a deep breath in and let it go on the exhale. So you're going to keep the leg crossed. You're going to bring your hips a little bit to the right. You're going to cross that right leg all the way over and then drop the knees to the left. Open up that right arm and then gaze over at the right fingertips again. So twisting helps bring out the entire body, helps detoxify, keep things moving. It's a little bit harder to breathe when you're twisting, but even more important. So try and maintain your breath here. Coming back to center, uncross the legs, and then bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a big hug, maybe rock side to side. So we're going to switch sides here. So you're going to extend that right leg. The knees and toes are facing up towards the sky. You're going to hug that left leg in towards the chest. We're just going to start with some little circles here. Getting into that hip flexor. Then you want to grab your little strap and you're going to put the strap on the outside of your foot and then straighten that leg up towards the ceiling. Again, draw the shoulder blades onto the back. Keep pressing that right leg into the ground. So when we're stretching, we really want to try and stay in the pose for at least a minute to allow the muscles and the ligaments and everything to have time to expand. And there's no trick, there's no magic pill to stretching, you just have to do it every single day. So that's a nice little thing that you can start incorporating into your day right now. Maybe bend the knee in towards the chest, and then straighten the leg back up. You're going to bring the strap into your left hand this time. Right hand goes on top of the right thigh. You're going to open the leg up to the side. Keep that foot flexed. Deep inhale. Exhale, bring the leg all the way up. Switch the hands. You're going to bring that leg all the way to the side, stretch out that T-band, bring the left hand open, gaze at your fingertips if you can. Deep inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Nose to the knee if you can. And slowly release. Now you're going to take that leg and you're going to place it on top of your right knee, keeping that foot flexed. This time you're going to bring your left hand through that hole. Hold on to the top of the kneecap and then draw that knee in towards your chest. As you draw your right knee into your chest, you're pushing your left knee away from you. And that left foot stays flexed to protect the knee. Take a deep inhale, exhale, let any tension go that you're holding into your neck, your jaw, your forehead. Just let it all go. Slowly release. You're going to bring your hips to the left, cross that leg all the way over, and then drop the knees to the right. If you can, open up your arm and then gaze over your left fingertips. Deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. The exhale, bring the knees back up. Uncross the legs. Bring both knees in towards the chest. And rock side to side. So we're going to come into Supta Konasana. So bring the knees in towards the chest, maybe rock side to side. We're going to straighten the legs directly out in front of you. So we're going to flex the feet. If you want to use your strap, this is a good time to use it. So you can place the strap or the towel around both of your feet. This is a nice way to really get out of the lower back here, which we tend to be really rounded in from sitting a lot. So I want you to hold onto the strap wherever you can bring your shoulder blades onto your back. So if you're like this, let the strap be a little bit longer. So you're gonna lengthen the spine, exhale, fold forward, and the elbows are gonna go out towards the sides of your body. So we're really gonna use the breath here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Maybe come a little bit closer in if it feels good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Elbows come out. Keep your eye gazing at your feet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time, let it go all the way down. So forward bends are very cooling, calming, and relaxing. So we're going to come onto our back, and we're going to do a little bit more hamstring stretching. I actually love to do this little series in bed at night. So I highly recommend trying to incorporate at least bits and pieces of this into your everyday, and sometimes for me, doing it at night in bed is the only time that I get a chance to do it. But that's the magic about stretching, is there is no magic pill. You have to do it every single day. And the longer you allow your ligaments and the stretch to sit in the stretch, the better. So I feel like I'm moving a little bit faster right now for video purposes, but I recommend staying in each pose for 30 seconds to a minute, ideally, and then slowly coming out of everything. So you're gonna come sitting back up just like we were, and you're gonna kind of bring the weight to your right side of your body just so you can bring that left foot underneath you. So ideally you want your knee facing forward. You don't want your knee out swayed to the side. If your foot is a little tender, you could put a towel underneath here. So this is phase one, is just sitting here. You want that right leg, again, to be with the knee and the toes facing up towards the sky. So you guys can see. So this is phase one. Phase two is coming down onto your elbows. You're going to redraw the tailbone down. So lift up, draw the tailbone down, and slowly come down. And then if this feels good, you can come all the way down onto your back and bring your arms up above your head. And just stay here 30 seconds. And slowly bring your arms onto your belly for one breath. And make your way back up. You're going to lean to the right, bring that leg back to where it came from, and then shake it out. And switching sides, you're going to lean to the left, tuck that foot underneath you. Make sure that that knee is facing forward, and the left leg, the toes are up towards the ceiling, the knee is up towards the ceiling. So this is phase one, just sitting here. Phase two is coming down onto the elbows. Once you come down, I want you to lift up, draw the tailbone down, and then come back down. So you're going to notice that one side might be better for you than the other. It's totally normal. So I always like to pause here for a couple breaths before I go all the way down. And slowly make your way all the way down, bringing the arms up. So even bringing the arms up is just a nice restorative inversion, meaning it's a slight upside down feeling, so you can retrieve the benefits in a restorative way without having to actually go upside down. If you suffer from headaches or if you have any tension in the head, just bringing the arms up above the head can really help soothe any tension that you have. If your hands start to fall asleep for any reason, you can always bring them onto your belly. And slowly make your way back up. Lean to the left, bring that foot forward, give it a good shake. Let's do one more stretch here. So inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. And we're just going to end in a really nice restorative pose, one of my favorites. Just bring the soles of your feet together, and you're going to come laying onto your back. So you can bring your hands onto your belly. You can bring one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, or you can bring the palms facing up towards the sky. And once you just kind of clear out all your little adjustments, take a deep breath. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Let it go. Exhale. And just let everything go. Let the breath go. Let any attachment to what you just did, let it go. Just be exactly where you are right now. Safe and healthy. And slowly bring your knees back up. Hug your knees into your chest. Just roll onto your right side and pause in fetal position for a second. And keeping the eyes shut, slowly come back up to a simple seated position. You can open your eyes if you need to see what I'm doing. And then close your eyes again. Just come to a comfortable seated position that feels good to you. And close the eyes. And bringing your hands to your heart. Coming back to your intention. And having gratitude for yourself and for this practice. And thank you for letting me be your teacher. I am honored. Namaste. So that was just a really nice, gentle, simple little yoga stretch that you guys can do at home. I encourage you to try and do it at least 2 to 3 times a week. You don't have to do the whole sequence. You can do just little bits and pieces that resonated with you. And it really has the power to shift your entire day and eventually your entire life. What you practice on the mat over time translates off the mat. So coming back to your intention and your breath eventually comes into your regular life, and that's why yoga is so powerful, and I love sharing it with you guys. So I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope that this brought you a little peace of mind.